Hey guys, what's up? It's Sean, Autotopia LA. Today we're back here at Fusion Motor Company, and instead of Yoel, his stunt double has stepped in, his brother Gil.
Just a little bit less hair.
So today we're digging into a total oddball. This is one I'd never heard of before until your brother told me about it. So in 2011, it's a Dodge Challenger drag pack.
This is basically, you know, Mopar's at the time nastiest iteration of a race car. They made this car directly to compete right out of the box in NHRA stock and super stock class.
Yeah, and it's full-blown race car. So let's start up here. Let's pop the hood.
The candy box is pretty on this thing.
Yeah, I think this is impressive as is right here.
Yeah. So you've got the Viper V10 from that era, which was the top of the line that Dodge offered at the time. It's an 8.4 liter, 512 cubic inches.
Yeah.
And it is, you know, they never really released factory specs of what the horsepower was, but the Viper of those days was about 600 horsepower.
Right.
This thing doesn't have the emissions, has race headers. Well north of 600 would be a pretty safe estimate on this thing.
Oh, I think considerably, especially when you see the times that this thing runs as a bone stock from factory car. I mean, you're in the mid to low nines, right?
Yeah, I mean, you got guys, you know, spending 300 grand to get to those type of numbers. And I read an interesting article about a gentleman that's been a 30-year race veteran, bought one of these, and 2 weeks later, on his second pass, without doing any tuning, right out of the box, ran a 9.4, setting the record at the NHRA Superstock class at 140 something miles an hour. So yeah, I mean, if they were looking for quarter mile times, they got it right.
I mean, the thing for one is obnoxious loud. It's not street legal. So they did, I remember seeing on the plate inside here, I think this is 47 out of 70 cars
actually
total.
right here you can see,
here, yeah.
These things don't even have a VIN. They're sold on a bill of sale only. They made 70 of them for 2011, and this is number 47.
When you were buying these brand new, if you had the luck of getting one, didn't you have to sign a waiver even, right? Like, if or when I die, I'm not holding you liable.
Yes, if and when I die, you know, going 150 some miles an hour down the drag strip, and that it's not street legal. You know, it doesn't have any of the safety equipment that a traditional car would have.
Right.
You know, no side mirrors, no rear view mirror.
Right.
No airbags. No airbags. You know, I'm sure it doesn't have the 5 mile an hour bumpers. You know, so yeah, I'm not surprised that they signed, you know, made you sign a nice, you know, thick waiver in regards to this thing. Yeah.
Do you know, like, suspension-wise, what's different on this car versus, say, a stock 2011 Challenger?
Well, so it's, you know, certainly from the stance you can see that it's got a drag strip type setup, you know, with the big meats in the back and a stiffened suspension in the back. The other thing that I read, which I think is quite interesting, is that it's got lightweight brakes. Now, I'm not sure if that means they don't stop as well. I hope it stops well. But it's got lightweight brakes, and you know, it doesn't have any of the traditional type sway bars and the types of things that you would have for a road going car, you know, to go through a canyon, for example.
Right.
This thing is set up for straight line only.
It's about going straight.
Yeah, no power steering, you know, none of those amenities that we're spoiled with these days.
Right. And the transmission too, you were saying, it's 2-speed only, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is you know, the equivalent of what you know, old school guys used to run back in the, you know, 60s and 70s. You know, a 2-speed power glide type setup where it's you know, and you know, as we say, fast and faster is the only 2 gears this thing's got.
Something that we get to do today, you guys, which is exciting because of the dealer plate, is we do get to take it on the street for a quick minute. This lets you know how limited we are to go on the street. Is this thing's got what, a 2-3 gallon fuel cell?
At best. I mean, you know, geometry wasn't my strong suit, but from the looks of it, I would say, yeah, I mean, 3-4 gallons maybe.
Gallons or so.
You know, so you know, a couple of runs and then fill it back up. We do have race fuel in this thing. You know, I know you can't smell it through the camera, but if you could, you know, it'd make a lot of Prius people unhappy.
It smelled like it's got to be 100 or 110 octane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got your traditional, you know, power kill switch here.
Well, I mean, obviously it has to be, but that they actually went as far as it's a fully caged car. You can see it coming through here to the frame. I mean,
right, and that's one of the options. So the cage wasn't standard, and it's one of the options that they offer along with the net type windows.
It is crazy. I mean, like, not even a side view. I guess you don't need the weight, right?
You don't need the weight, and I guess you're not looking who's behind you at this point. You know, you're just going straight. You know, in these seats, you know, again, nobody really knows exactly what they sourced them from, but it's believed that it came out of one of the Viper iterations of that year. So it's got the lightweight Viper seats, and the 4-point harnesses were also an option.
Got it.
You might be the first guy on the planet to drive one of these on the street.
Awesome, man. Well,
Yeah.
let's close it up and put cameras inside, and let's go for a short little drive.
Let's do it. I gotta tell you, man, this thing is nasty. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. This thing is a bad boy.
I got to be honest, I am too. I don't know if anything's behind us right now because I have no mirrors whatsoever.
No mirrors. I can tell you that I do love the smell of race fuel in the morning.
Oh, there's nothing like that smell, right?
Oh yeah. You getting a good arm workout there?
Yeah, exactly. There we go. There's all 2 gears,
That's it.
Gil.
All 2 gears.
Holy God. How am I looking behind me?
Yeah, you're all right. You're not sneaking home late at night with this thing.
Yeah, not at all.
Now, I'm sure your foot's not even on it.
No. That was about 30% throttle input, I'm guessing.
Holy moly.
Yeah, I just lit it up a little bit. Man, the cam is intense on this
Yeah.
thing.
That had a little,
It's spinning. I mean, I can feel it spinning.
why, the way the R's went up, it felt like it was spinning.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a pull away and go.
She gets up and goes for sure.
What a beast, and I cannot believe we just drove this thing on the streets. Here's a few more race prepped cars that we've had the opportunity to shoot as I say goodbye, and thanks for hanging and watching what we do. See you in the next one, you guys. Later.